Hi friends, I hope you're having a great day. My name is Julie, if you're new here, and today I'm going to tell you about the 3 most disappointing books I read in 2022. So the books I'm going to talk to you about are not the worst books I read in 2022, but these are the books that I had really high hopes for and kinda got disappointed. Luckily, it's a very short list, only 3 books. That's, in my opinion, a good sign. I read 50 books last year, so I'm bad at math. That's a very low percentage. And we're going to dive right in. The first book that disappointed me was Redemption by Kelly Moran. This is funny because in my last romance recommendation, one of her books was on that list of books that I recommended and that I really enjoyed. I usually really enjoy her writing style. It's cozy and cute, but not this book. There is so much drama in this book that it could fill a whole series. And I'm very picky about how much drama I like in my books. I think a lot of people like more drama than I do, and I can understand that, but this was just too much. It basically feels like the whole book is just a trauma dump. I don't know how else I could explain it. And this annoyed me so much because I was expecting a book that gives you like a warm, fuzzy feeling, cozy vibes, makes you feel good. No. All I got were stories about her dead brother, the failures of the foster care system, and some domestic abuse that her friend is going through. I mean, it would have been fine if this would have been what the book was marketed as. But it wasn't. It was marketed as glistening snow in the mountains, the peaceful wildflower ranch. The male main character or the love interest or whatever, I think his name is Nate. He was supposed to be like the bad boy who comes into this peaceful life. Kinda is an outsider there, but the life wasn't peaceful to begin with. And also, he's not like a typical bad boy. Yeah, he's kind of a soldier and stuff. He has tattoos and a motorcycle, but actually, he's just very sad. And to be honest, I think it can be quite dangerous to sell love as something that will fix all your problems, that will fix your trauma or heal your trauma. That's just not the case. There are other ways to deal with trauma other than throwing yourself into a relationship and expecting that to make everything better. Like, I don't know, go to therapy maybe? That could be an idea. I think this goes without saying from what I've told you so far, but nothing in this book is realistic or something that you would aspire to have. And that's why I also didn't care about the love story at all. Just no. Not for me, obviously. Okay. The next book. The Meet You Diary by Emery Lee. I don't even know where to begin with this one. The reason why I chose this book in the first place was the cute title. I thought, Meet Cute Diary. Okay, we're going to have a couple of meet cutes, maybe written down in a diary. One of them is going to be perfect, and that's it. That's the story. No, it did not deliver, which might have been also the point. I mean, in the end, I kind of get the ending of the book, but not the whole part that comes before that. The main character is an unlikable, spoiled brat. There's no other way to say this, or to be nice about this. He spends his parents' money without giving any thought to it at all. I mean, that could be like typical teenager, okay. Yeah, but doesn't make him likable as the main character anyway, because you just don't do that. Like, get pissed off when your parents then decide that you should maybe work for the money that you're spending and not take taxis everywhere. But not only that, I mean, I could forgive that. Teenager behavior. Then he also treats his friends very badly. Like, maybe be nice for once. And he victimizes himself the whole time. He's like, oh my god, my friends, especially this one friend, they kind of have beef going on throughout the whole book, which I don't even really understand why, but anyways, his one friend doesn't want to talk to him anymore, and he just doesn't get it. He's like, oh my god, I'm such a poor little guy, nobody likes me, blah blah blah. yeah, maybe treat your friends better and they will still want to talk to you. I mean, there is some character development throughout the book, but in my opinion, it's not nearly enough. Or the pacing should have been different. The character development coming more in the beginning of the book, maybe, not right before the book ends. I really like the premise of the book. There are so many ways that this could have been great. I like the theme of blogging. I like the idea of meet cutes and writing them down, and then also maybe not finding love through the meet cute that you think you were going to have, but in another way. And of course, trans representation is very important and good, and I do like that this was included in the book. And the relationship to his brother was also something that was positive about this. But this is also my next point. Was this a romance book or coming of age? Was it supposed to be serious or humor? It felt like it didn't really know what it wanted to do. There was some themes of family thrown in. One relationship, then struggling with your friends, and then also struggling with that relationship. And it just, where's the focus? Focus on aspects and also resolve them in the end, maybe. It felt very constructed, not like something that might happen in real life, because there was so much going on at the same time. And I don't know, characters felt kind of flat as well. The love story was also not bad. It was actually very enjoyable, but it was just covered so briefly that you couldn't really connect with it. And that's such a shame, because I really wanted this book to be good. Anyways, this one gets some extra points for at least trying. The next book, oh my god. This is going to be so controversial. I want to be honest here. So, one of the books on this list is The Cruel Prince by Holly Black. Let me tell you something. I had so high hopes for this book. I had read reviews all over Goodreads, all over Instagram. Everyone loves this. And I thought, of course I will love it. It's a fantasy book. I like fantasy. And the premise sounds great. Fairies? Yes, please. A mysterious bully male main character? Count me in. A human trying to survive in the fairy world without any powers and having to fight for her life and overcoming her fears. Hell yes, please give it to me. But then I started reading. The main characters just weren't my thing. Jude, in my opinion, oh my god, I don't even want to say it. She is just stupid and naive, and the only reason why she gets anything done is sheer luck. She's not a mischievous genius that some people make her out to be. She's just lucky most of the time. She does so much stupid shit in this book that I don't even know how to root for her. Oh, and by that, I don't mean that she is a bad person or anything. I don't care about that. I don't care one bit. I just want her to be smart while doing it. Another thing, I know it's not supposed to be realistic, but the relationship with her father. Okay, this guy killed her whole family in front of her eyes when she was a child. And yeah, it might be, I don't know, Stockholm Syndrome, because she's stuck with him, she's living with him, and she kinda is angry as well, but if someone had killed my family, I wouldn't be sitting there and eating dinner with him. I would be trying to run away and not seek his approval. Why? No. I really don't get how she does not despise him. Yeah, there might be a few reasons mentioned in the book, but I don't buy it. The only character that I really liked in this book was Vivi, Jude's sister. She's the only sane person in this world, in my opinion, because she tries to run away. She's trying to escape to the human world and just live there happily ever after without having to think about this whole fairy shit ever again. But of course, there were also parts of the storyline that I did like and did enjoy, but unfortunately, they were not written in a way that I enjoyed them in the end. It felt like they were kind of loose strings that didn't come together, and that might change in the coming books. But for now, I don't know. I just had a feeling that sometimes there was random shit happening just because the author thought it was cool. And I don't mind that. I think I didn't enjoy it in this book because I didn't connect with the characters. And yeah, as I've said, this might continue to improve throughout the next books of the series, and I still also plan to read them because I want to give the series a proper chance, and maybe if I also read some reviews, I can start to see the good in the series and enjoy it a lot more than I did now. Could also be that it just wasn't the right timing to read it. I think everyone knows how that can be sometimes. So yeah, these were the 3 books that disappointed me last year. Please don't hate me if one of those was your favorite book. This is just a very subjective opinion. It's nothing based on facts, just feelings. And maybe it's just one for me, and that's okay. You can't like every book you read. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know your thoughts about these books in the comments, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!